Hey, it's Angel, the hunting gear guy. I want to do a quick video on disassembling the UTAS UTS-15. I saw another video out there, but it took a long time for me to find it, and I want to kind of put one in with my video here. Just to start off, I'm confirmed I'm empty here. This tube is empty. That tube is empty. Okay, so we've got a completely empty shotgun here. The first thing I'm going to do, I've got the slide back here, and I'm just going to start unscrewing this guy at the front. There we go. I've got him. I'm just going to put him off to the side so I don't get him in the way here. Make sure that your selector is in the middle, and then just pry up, grab kind of the plastic here and just kind of pry this thing up. That's just going to go like that. Next, and there's a couple different ways to do this. Basically, this upper assembly here is going to slide forward while this rear bit is going to slide backward. If you've got a real stiff one, and they should be stiff when they're just off the start, what you might want to do is just kind of grab on here and hit it on the grip. There we go. Did you see that move there? And now I can just kind of pop that off to the side. So now I've got this upper assembly here where I can examine the tubes, examine the chamber for the bore, or actually clean this thing out would be really slick to do it like this. I'm just going to throw that off to the side and just show you the rest of this. And this is only going to be a real quick field strip. I'm not going to like take this thing every single pin apart. But one of the things you might want to do is take a look at the bolt or the slide. So you can just slide this bit right off there. I'm just going to put this guy off to the side now and zoom you in. And now what we've got is the bolt just sitting on its carrier, and I can just pull that guy right off. So now I could look at the extractor, I could clean the bolt face, I could add some more oil into this little cam slot that's kind of like an AR right there, and do any other maintenance that I might want to do on the shotgun. Next up, let's reassemble this thing. So I've got the and it's helpful to think about how this slide is going to be going on there. There we go. I'm just kind of thinking about, okay, well, the bit is going to go under there. Bolt face is going to go forward, and it should just fit into this, those rails there. There we go. And I'm just going to zoom you out. Next, I'm going to grab this piece here. I'm going to put the tube through the bottom of that. And this is actually pretty easy. It all just kind of fires forward. If you wanted to see the, sorry, I should have showed you guys this before. There's the trigger linkage there. I'm not going to actually pull the trigger because it's just tied to a hammer assembly there, and the hammer will fall if you pull the trigger, which is kind of crappy because you don't really want it to fall unless you're ready. Let's put this guy back in that track, and let's just kind of pop that in there, and it pretty much just slides right on in there. Now when you get to the back there, you'll need to press your release, so that gives you a little bit more room. Don't put it all the way back. I found that there's a kind of like a little window here, and if you have it all the way back, it makes it too small. A little bit forward makes that window nice and big, which makes it easier to pop this thing on top. Next, I've got my bit here. I'm going to thread it through this hole. That's the first thing I'm going to do, and just a little bit, not all the way. Next, I'm going to kind of wiggle it on there. There we go. And then kind of push back on it. There we go. So it's a little bit wiggly, but it'll go on. Again, make sure our selector switch is right in the middle. That part goes on. And then finally, screw on the plug for this. This would normally be your shell tube, but I'm just putting that on there. Tighten it down, because that's kind of holding this upper assembly. And then give it a quick try. I'm checking through my cylinder, nothing there. Feels good. So that's just a real quick disassembly video on the UTAS UTS-15. There's more detailed ones out there by UTAS. They have one that gets you all the way down into taking this thing down pin by pin. I think for most people, they're just going to need to do a field strip like this. So hopefully you found the video handy. Thanks.